Hey, Chris Liepe here. We've got some isolated vocals for Tim McIlrath, Rise Against, the song Savior. Lots of cool stuff going on here from a production standpoint. Also, just the vocals are killer. His grit, the way that he layers his voice, and does lots of different arrangements with it within the context of all the other things going on in the music. We get to really peel back the layers here and dive in because of these isolated vocals. If you'd like more help with your own vocals and with your recording and production, the best place to start with me is by clicking the link below and joining my free voice course. Once you've done that and gone through that material, there's lots of different ways that we can work together from there. All right, let's get into this.
It kills me not to know this, but I've all but just forgotten what the color of her eyes were, and her scars or how she got them.
What really stands out in this part of his singing is how little he's opening his mouth and letting his nasal energy carry this in this lower range.
And her scars or how she got them.
How she got them, how she got them. But he's also very forward in his placement. This isn't how she got them. No. How she got them, how she got them, how she got them. Somewhere in the middle there.
Through the valleys of an aging face that this world has forgotten.
I like these held out notes, even in his lower range here.
Forgotten.
You get a sense for the kind of compression he's using.
Forgotten.
You can hear just a little bit of grit there. No. It's very, very subtle. He's compressing just enough to be on that edge of grit. Okay.
And there is no reconciliation that will put me in my place, and there is no time like a present.
Now here, he's opening his mouth a lot more. You can hear him enunciating.
And there is no reconciliation.
There is no reconciliation. There is no He was closing his mouth before. He's using more air. He's compressing more, but he's pronouncing a lot more.
No time like a present to drink these draining seconds, but seldom do these words ring true when I'm constantly failing you. Walls that we just can't break through until it disappears. So tell me now.
Now, his grit is so cool because it's so consistently inconsistent.
But seldom do these words ring true when I'm constantly failing you.
Listen to seldom.
But seldom do
This isn't, but sell. No, there's this desperation. There's this melting that's kind of going on with his type of grit. And I'm going to exaggerate it quite a bit so we get the point. But it'd be very easy to kind of miss the point here and sing with sort of my normal, Chris Cornellian compression here and go,
but seldom do these words ring true when I'm constantly failing you.
But seldom do these words ring true. It's not what he's doing. He's actually further, he's not quite as forward and as aggressive. It's more of this desperation. So if I'm going to exaggerate this, it's not going to sound anything like it in the beginning.
But seldom do...
But seldom! No. But seldom! But seldom do these words ring true. That's closer to what he's doing. But seldom do these words ring true. Hear how it's more inconsistent. It's not, but seldom do these words ring true. No. It's like he's sighing, this very subtle sigh that's happening. Seldom do these words ring true. Put a pin in that, and let's keep listening. We'll dial it in more as we go.
When I'm constantly failing you, walls that we just can't break through until it disappears. So tell me.
Listen here.
Break through until it disappears.
As he goes from clean to like really broken up really quickly.
Walls that we just can't break through until...
Can't break through! We can't break through! Walls! 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 Walls that we just can't break through! Walls that we just can't break through! See how I'm kind of moderating that? I'm using more traditional distortion with a little bit of that sighing in and out of my vocal break. And it's a teetery thing because you don't want to overdo it and you don't want to sound like you're just cracking the whole time. But he's got a really unique balance with his grit.
Walls that we just can't break through and
Can't break through! Can't break through! Walls that we just can't break through! That's closer. Really hard to get. But I like messing with my voice this way because it doesn't hurt. If you're teetering around your vocal break and combining that with a more standard compression like he's doing, it doesn't tire out your voice. What does tire out your voice is if you try to just go harder and harder. There's this constant sense of abandon and melting, like I've been saying. Listening on.
through until it disappears. So tell me now, if this ain't love, then how do we get out?
Love those like super clean, accurate background vocals there.
Then how do we get out? 'Cause I don't know. That's when she said, I don't hate you, boy, I just wanna save you.
This type of approach that he has with his vocals works really well doubled.
I don't hate you, boy, I just wanna save you.
Because the breakup is inconsistent, so it creates this chorusing of breakup. Very unique sounding.
I don't hate you, boy, I just wanna save you while there's still something left to save.
And I love here, we're not doing this.
Still something left to save.
Left to save. It's much more conversational. He doesn't go right up to that pitch on 2.
Still something left to
save. Let me try to abandon into that a bit more, like he's doing.
left to save.
Where he's 2, it's not toe. Left to say. There. Notice that it was under pitch and it was really gritty. Left to say, as opposed to left to say. That's more like 80s rocker, and this is more desperate modern rock. So much more in the vibe of this style. Now I'm going to double myself over this line using this method of grit, and you're going to see how neat it sounds with that inconsistent kind of way he does it. Boy, I just want to save you while there's still something left to save. Boy, I just want to save you while there's still something left to save. 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 Hear how I'm getting those balances? Very, very difficult, but he does it so naturally. He's likely just, well, that's just how I sing. Probably doesn't think about it so much. But part of it is that he has this sort of relaxed vibe that you can hear even in his lower notes, and he kind of takes that up into this area. So it's kind of like, I'm just gonna sing, and if I crack a little, it's okay. As opposed to being really like, I really don't want to crack, and I want to be really consistent, and then I sound different. That's kind of a cool sound, but it's not what he does. Listening on. I hope you're getting the subtlety, even though my voice doesn't sound like his. I hope you're getting what I'm delivering here.
Love you, girl, but I'm not the answer for the questions that you still have. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Lots of neat doubling going on there, and you can hear here this.
The answer for the questions that you still have.
That lower harmony is helping ground his wayward upper vocals, and then also there's that nice slap delay going on.
The answer for the questions that you still have.
Boy, I just want to save you while there's still something left to save. Boy, I just want to save you while there's still something left to save. Now with some delay, EQ, and compression, and adding that lower harmony there, you can hear how the layers come together in a really neat way and how his grit supports that. Boy, I just want to save you while there's still something left to save. In the imperfection and in that abandon, there's some really neat stuff going on.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Now there, he's super clean, and he's doubled or tripled or quadrupled that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa! Super accurate. He's not abandoning that. That's not, whoa, whoa. He's super tight. It's neat to be able to go back and forth and in and out of that.
And the day press on like crushing weights, for no man doesn't ever wait. Like
now there, listen to how he used the more conventional sort of gritty false chord squeeze there.
And the day press on like
press on, versus
crushing weights, for no man doesn't ever wait. Like
right here,
for no man does.
No man. He's doing that versus but he's so good at being subtle with it.
Ever wait, like memories of dying days that deafen.
You can totally hear it there.
Dying days that deafen us like hurricanes. Bathed in flames, we held the brand uncovered. Bathed in flames,
bathed in flames. Not bathed in flames. Bathed in flames.
We held the brand uncurled the fingers in your hand. Pressed into the flesh like sand. Now do you understand? So tell me now.
Now right here.
Stand. So
stand. Just take that and just take stand and practice that. Stand. No. Stand. Hear that? Stand. There's stand. Sigh, and then tighten it up. Sigh. Use the more conventional compression there.
So tell me now, if this ain't love, then how do we get out? 'Cause I don't know. That's when she said, I don't hate you, boy, I just wanna save you while there's still something left to save. That's when I told her.
The placement of those, whoa. Listen to how those are panned out and everything else is panned in to the center.
That's when I told her I love you, girl, but I'm not the answer for the questions that you still have.
You still have. There. Took me a minute. It's going to take me a while. I don't sing like this. I have aspects of this in my voice, but I don't go in and out of it as seamlessly as he does. I'll tend to choose a section where I'm like, yeah! And then I'll do the more conventional stuff, but he goes in and out of it constantly.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! 1,000 miles away, there's nothing left to say. There's so much left that I don't know. And we never had our choice.
That's neat.
Never had our choice. This world is too much noise. It takes me under, and it takes me under once again.
Oh, that's neat. Just taking a pitch effect and with delay.
I don't hate you. I don't hate you, no.
So smooth, but listen to those breakups.
I don't hate you.
Right, but it's not hate you. It's very clean with that abandony break up.
I don't hate you.
And that neat delay is helping too. I don't hate you. Notice he's not going yo. I don't hate you. Hate. But he is doing hate. I don't hate you. There it is. Not perfect. You can go really extreme with it, but I had it dialed in there for a minute. Experiment with your own voice. See what kind of tonalities and the way you can shape your grit and tone, that balance between your vocal break and traditional compression. Lots more in this with this stuff in my courses.
I don't hate you, no.
I love how he captures the clean in there too, that desperate sounding distortion.
So tell me now, if this ain't love, then how do we get out?
Interesting that the guitar is in there for this part.
'Cause I don't know. That's when she said, I don't hate you, boy, I just want to save you while there's still something left to save.
I like that he doesn't left toe. Not only does he not hit that pitch intentionally, he kind of gets right under it, but he clearly says two, not toe.
That's when I told her I love you, girl, but I'm not the answer for the questions that you still have.
And still, not still. Really a big part of the delivery of this.
Whoa, whoa, I don't hate you. I don't hate you. Whoa, whoa, I don't hate you.
Again, the nice difference in placement there between the whoa stuff is really neat.
I don't hate you, no. Whoa, whoa, oh.
Oh! Those little subtleties are fun to experiment with too. Breaking things up with an H. I didn't hear him do that anywhere else. Just at the end. Oh! 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 Now, believe it or not, this is really related to what he did, or what he does with his distortion, because it starts with a sigh. Oh! 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 Where you disengage those chords. It's similar to breaking between your head voice and your chest voice. So get that sensation and play with it if that helps. Sighing in and out of notes. Oh, oh, oh. There's a little bit of head voice in there. If this is tough for you, if this doesn't make a lot of sense to you, click that link below, join my course. I'll help you with it. Thanks for hanging out with me, going over some Rise Against isolated vocals. Thank you for requesting this over and over again. That's why this video got made. I'm glad I finally did it. Leave lots of comments below, like it, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you for more.